Oh dear. They look like they're waking up. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, just act natural. They're probably gonna freak out regardless. They don't need me freaking out too. Hi! Hello there. Where are you? I honestly have no idea. All I can tell you is what you already see. We're in a small square cell, and that's all I know. Hey, please don't try to blame me. I did nothing. They just put you in here with me. I don't know who they are. They've never shown themselves. They never even bothered to communicate with me at all. I already said I don't know. Oh dear. Screaming. Lots of screaming. Just please calm down. Screaming won't help anything. Oh god, no. Don't bang on the door. They don't like when you try to damage anything. They're gonna gas us. Oh, now we're gonna get it. You're a terrible cellmate, you know that? Okay. Maybe this time, when they wake up, I just won't say anything. Yeah, that sounds like the right thing to do. Or not do in this case. Ah! They're finally waking back up. I'm just gonna shut up. Shut up. Not me. I had no part in it. I already told you before. I don't know where we are. As far as I've been able to gather, we're in a holding cell. Period. I know nothing else really. I don't know why either. Like I said before, you started losing your cool and banging on the door. I've never seen our captors. They've never interacted with me at all. The only interaction is the stuff they dispense through the small hole in the wall over there. Oh, wait. Don't go sticking your hand in the hole. I've already tried it. They'll just gas us again. It's just like the door. They don't like it when you mess around with the few utilities they allow us to have in here. They don't want us banging on the door, hitting the walls, or trying to stick anything in the hole that doesn't belong in the hole. The hole's purpose, you mean? Oh, well, food and water comes through the hole once every day in little plastic containers. Yet, I discovered that if you don't put the container back in the hole, they don't send any more food until you put the container back in the hole. What? How long I've been here? If you give me a second, I'll count. 50, 30, no, 30 doesn't seem right. 150? I'm pretty sure today's day 225 for me. Well, for me at least. How do I know? Well, I can't really tell you how I keep track. You see, our captors have erased any and all of my attempts to keep tracks of the days. Anything I write on the walls is erased while I sleep. Anything I try to write or even carve on my body disappears the next day. I don't know how, yet they must do it while I'm asleep. It's really quite disturbing, so if I told you my secret way of counting the days, they might try to take that away from me too. However, I do believe they've tried messing me up by keeping the overhead light on for extended periods of time to throw me off, so I might be off by a few weeks. Regardless, though, I have you now. You can help me keep track of the days, and certainly, I won't ever forget what happened on day 225. Today is the day I finally have someone to talk to. Oh, you don't seem as excited as I am. Oh, I understand. Don't worry. I was filled with fear and depression when I first got here, too. Yet, I knew the only way to survive was routine. So every day, I wake up, I sing a song that I still remember, I do my exercises, I sing some more, I comb out my hair with my fingers, and around the time food is dispensed, and then I... sorry, I'm rambling, aren't I? Yeah, I apologize. It's just so good to have someone to listen to me. I should be asking you, what's your name? It's a pleasure to meet you. Your name suits you very well. Uh-huh. My name. I don't exactly remember my name. Yeah, I know I've been here only a couple of months, but I don't know, maybe I've been way off in my counting. I could be in here much longer. Wait, hold on one moment. My name is Sherry, I believe. Wait, no, that was the name of my sister. No, she was Brittany. I was Sherry. So I'm pretty sure my name is Sherry. Wait, no, I think Sherry was the name of my best friend. What's my name then? This is hopeless. I know, I understand what you're trying to say. I should remember exactly what my name is. It's just been difficult here, all by myself. I'm sorry. No, you're not at fault. It's not just the name thing. It's everything. It's the damn assholes who locked us up here. They kidnapped me, put me here. They've cast me multiple times. They never talk to me, and they refuse to tell me why. Huh? Oh, why, thank you. But you don't have to offer your sleeve to me to cry on. You want to keep that as clean as you can. They only send clean clothes every week or so. Oh, you want to offer me a hug? Oh, I wouldn't mind that. I haven't been hugged in so long. I haven't even touched another person in so long. It feels amazing. Thank you. I really, really needed that. I'm so glad they put you here with me. Oh, wait, I mean, I'm sad that you've been forced to endure the same fate as I, being kidnapped and imprisoned, but you know what I meant. I'm just glad I'm not alone. Hey, maybe you could give me a name. Well, why bother trying to remember my own name if I'll never see anyone who knew me by that name ever again? No, I haven't lost hope. I'm just being realistic, as to not find myself disappointed later. Nevertheless, my true name, whatever it is, has lost any and all meaning to me. However, I have you now. You're the only person who can call me by name, so you're the only one that matters. Hence, you should be the one to decide what I should be called. Really? Please, give me a name. Valerie? It's the most beautiful name you could give. May I ask why you chose Valerie? Really? It means strong and brave? Wow. I never thought of myself that way. Please call me by my new name often. I would love to hear you say it every day. Yes, please. Thank you. But not here. What do you mean? Break out? You and me? How? I've been very unsuccessful so far. Anything that I try, they just gas me to sleep. You're gonna make a plan. How can I help? Information. I don't know much, but I'll tell you anything I can. Oh, you mean, do I have any theories of where we are? Well, yeah, well, I mean, the only plausible explanation to me is that we are in an experimental facility, and we're being held like rablat. Well, no, they've never done anything to me, or at least nothing that I've been aware of. That's really the scary part. Whenever I close my eyes, I wonder if that's when they're gonna experiment on me while I sleep. I mean, yet I can never really tell. But hey, I have a question for you. Do you remember being kidnapped? You don't? You just went to bed at your house like usual and woke up here, huh? Sounds like the same thing occurred to me, yet I don't remember the last thing I did before I woke up here. Idea? What is it? Oh, so you think that maybe there's some kind of connection between the two of us. and that's why we were put together. Sounds reasonable. Tell me a bit about yourself, and I'll tell you about me. Maybe we have a common link between the two of us. Yeah. Oh, cool. What part? Oh, I don't know that city. No, I didn't live anywhere near there. I'm from New Mexico, actually. The balloon festival? I mean, yeah, the hot air balloon festival! Yes, of course I've gone. I love seeing the hundreds of massive balloons floating across the clear skies. I went with my family almost every year. Yeah, it was the coolest. Yeah. We were just trying to find a connection. Sorry, yeah. I got a bit lost in my thought here. How about we tell each other where we work? Or what we do? I mean, I just started my first year of college when this happened, so I wasn't really working. I was just a full-time student. What university? The University of New Mexico, of course. I was working on something to do with engineering, yet I can't quite remember. How can I remember the university I went and not my own name? Oh, well, I don't know why. Maybe the people holding us here erased some of my memories. Well, I wouldn't remember having my memories erased, now would I? But back to the topic at hand. What were you doing before this happened? Were you studying too? Oh, really? You want to do architecture? Maybe that's our connection. Ah, so you haven't started school yet. What do you do for your job? No, delivery isn't lame. I mean, you have to go out every day in a van that doesn't have air conditioning, glistening with sweat trying to deliver people's orders. You could have delivered something very important to a lot of people. Huh, what? How did I know you didn't have air conditioning in your work van? I didn't. I just guessed that you didn't have AC since I heard that a lot of shipping companies don't treat their employees very well these days. Yeah, of course it would be grueling. Yeah, I guess we don't really have any connections. I can't think of anything that would make me special in a way. I was just your average everyday girl who lived with her average everyday family. I grew up, I went to school, graduated, and started college. Nothing really special. Same? Well, don't say that. I think you're special. I mean, I think everyone has something special about them. I wouldn't know anything more about you than what you've already told me. Yes, I just said that there was nothing special about me, but you know what I meant. Well, I guess we're totally taken for no reason. At least, none that I can think of. No, I repeat what I said before. I'm not losing hope. I actually have a lot more hope now that you're here with me. I mean, I don't know about escaping, but I'm not so lonely anymore. Yes, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I'm pretty impressed, too, that I actually managed to survive this long. Mentally, that is. I thought I would have lost my marbles by now, surely. Looking back now, it's not that difficult, actually. Just have to stick to routine, like I said earlier, and maintain positive thinking. Yep, that's why I sing every day, multiple times. I sing cheerful songs to keep me going, and I repeat them a bunch so I don't forget. Sing? Right now? You... Well, no. I would love to sing for you. I just get nervous all of a sudden. No, I want to sing for you. I want to make you happy. Because I'm pretty sure you need some cheering up because of all of this. Yes, it's no problem. I just gotta think of one to sing. Oh, here's a tune I like. Think of me, Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. Remember me once in a while. Please promise me you'll try. When you find that once again you long to take your heart back and be free. If you ever find a moment, spare a thought for me. Yeah, that's it. I only remember that line. I know it was more romantic than cheerful, but I just really like the song. Really? You think I sound good? Why, thank you. That really means a lot. Yes. That was from a musical. It's from The Phantom of the Opera. You've heard of it, right? Yeah, you would love seeing it live, but I guess the movie adaptation is... Oh. No, nothing is wrong. They simply turned the main light off. That means it's time to go to bed, so we better try to sleep now. You're gonna want to sleep while you can. Don't waste the opportunity while it's dark in here, because it's pretty hard to sleep when they turn the light back on. They can also make it as bright as they want to, when they want you to be awake. Oh, yeah, they didn't add an extra bed, did they? Hey, you can't sleep on the floor. It's cement. I refuse to let you suffer on the floor. You take the bed, I'll take the floor. Well, I guess since we both refuse to let the other sleep on the floor, I guess we'll just have to share the bed. Yes, I know it's tiny. We'll just have to get a little close to each other. I don't mind. I just mind if you mind, and if you mind, then I mind, you know? Okay, yeah. Here. I'll lay down first, then you. I'm sorry if I accidentally touch you while we sleep. It's just the bed is so small and I'm already practically against the wall. Oh, okay then. Thank you. I'll just go to sleep then. Huh? Oh, forgive me. I just kind of started hugging onto you out of habit. I usually do that to the pillow. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll just turn over. You don't mind? You liked it even. Okay. I'll just hug you from behind. Amazing. This is good. We're on this good. No, I like it. Really, I do. It's just that I thought you wouldn't want to cuddle with me this soon since we, just met and under really, really strange circumstances, too. Well, no complaints here, then. If you're down, then I'm down. Always. Well, good night, then. I'm glad that you're cool with it. I was just worried because I thought about that girl you've been seeing. I guess you weren't serious with her. Huh? What? You told me about her earlier, didn't you? No? Well, I just guessed you had been casually dating someone. Just me guessing, nothing more. I mean, it totally makes sense that other girls would chase after you, right? You are, attractive after all. No! I never knew about her until now. I was just guessing, remember? Why are you getting up? I swear, I didn't know anything about you before you were brought here. I'm not lying! Regardless, you need to calm down. They're just gonna gas us again. And how are you sure they won't gas us again? Hey! What are you doing? They're for sure gonna gas us now. You better stop! You're gonna regret it. Suit yourself. Huh? Where's my remote? Oh, shit. You've got the... Well, I've never seen that before in my life. No. You claim you took it off me while we were cuddling? Well, obviously our captors planted it on me to put a wedge between you and I. No, I don't know what it is. I can barely see it in the dark. Remote? A remote to what? Gas, you say? Well, go ahead then. Push the button and see. You refuse? Why ask the question then? Just push the button. Just push the damn button! Ah! Please, don't do this. We were doing so well. Leaving? You can't leave. It's impossible. Hey, you can't be serious. You're gonna break out? Wait, don't! What the hell? Didn't that hurt? You just ran into the wall. Hey, don't do it again. Damn. Those walls weren't easy to construct, you know. Now they're ruined. Huh? Where are you? You're in my garage. Who am I? You already know who I am. You did name me anyways. I'm Valerie, your cellmate, with whom you were supposed to fall in love with. Well, yes, I thought if I put you in a simulation where you were forced to be with me, you'd eventually fall in love with me. I would be the only person you could fall in love with anyways. Much better me than that airhead you started going out with. How can you hate me? I did this all for you, for us. Isn't all this effort a token of my undying love for you, my darling? Where are you going? The garage door has padlocks on it, latches. You won't be able to open it. And I'm not giving the key. I'm pretty sure I can threaten better than you can. I really hoped it wouldn't have to come to this, but I guess I have to take this out of its hiding spot under the bed. Now you see I'm serious. You're not leaving. You're staying. I've watched you from afar for so many years, delivering packages to my neighborhood. I ordered so many of useless items just so I could see you deliver them to my door. However, now that I've come so close to you, I can't let all of that go to waste. So, you're gonna press the button to the remote on the gas, or I'm just gonna have to shoot you in the legs. Yeah, I know I'm going to get gas too, but I can wake from it much faster than you can. I've practiced. Now press the button before I pull the trigger. Honey, love, my dear, I'd shoot you because I love you. I'm willing to make the hard decisions in this relationship. However, you could spare yourself the agony by just pushing the button. No more arguing. I'm gonna count to 3 before I shoot. Okay. 1, 2. Thank you, my love. Believe me, I would have preferred that you had fallen in love with me of your own volition, but that really wasn't a viable option, now was it? Rather, when you wake up, you'll be restrained to my bed, just like I originally planned. Have a nice nap, sleeping beauty. Oh, good morning, sweetheart. How did you sleep? No, that's generic. Perhaps. Welcome to the land of the living, love. No, that's cliche. Maybe I need to be more dominant. Wake up, little one, or mommy's gonna have to give you a spanking. Ugh, no. They're not kinky for that stuff. Or maybe they are and I just don't know it. Regardless, they won't be in the mood for when they first wake up. I could just say, "Hi, how are ya?" That's a stupid question to ask when they're bound and gagged in my bed. Huh? Oh, sorry. I didn't notice you had already woken up. So silent. I thought you would have stirred. That's a bit embarrassing. To explain, I was just practicing what to say to you when you first woke up. That sounds super stupid saying out loud. Whatever. It doesn't matter now. I'll just skip to what's important. I sincerely apologize for that whole experimental facility, survival in a cell horror simulation thing. It was a whole debacle, and it was my fault. My intention was for you to fall in love with me naturally, and I had to try deceiving you into thinking that you and I had both been kidnapped by a person or persons unknown. And so I don't regret lying to you, because it was for love, but I do regret how many foolish mistakes I made. I had time to think about what went wrong in the simulation while you were knocked out. I really analyzed all the details. I concluded that the simulation failed for 3 main reasons. First of all, I didn't prepare a proper backstory for myself. I was just so desperate to have you that when I finally did, being all alone with you in the same room, I just kind of freaked out. Anything I had prepared to say to you flew out of the air when I found myself basking in your amazing and commanding presence. I made up the whole thing about me being from New Mexico on the spot. I'm pretty sure if any real New Mexican were to hear me, they would be put to all shame. Well, anyway, my terrible lies and inconsistent logic obviously put you onto me from the start. I might just have played the part of mentally abused captive a little too well. I think my second mistake was actually believing that you liked me so soon. I should have seen that as a red flag that you were so chill sleeping with me and cuddling with me too. Again, it was my intense desire for you that blinded me to your obvious ploys to gain my trust. And that's how you managed to pickpocket my gas remote. Now that I think about it, another mistake I made was keeping a physical remote in the cell. I should have done something with voice activation. Nevertheless, the last mistake is what totally ruined the whole simulation. I didn't spend enough time on constructing the cell. I thought the wood walls would work. They were good enough. Really, they took 2 months to build, and I had to painstakingly add each layer one at a time to make it look realistic. And I thought that the gas would always be able to subdue you if you ever tried to, investigate the walls too much. Yet in the end, I really should have learned how to make actual stone bricks myself. You wouldn't have been able to break through those. In conclusion, I think that having you fall in love with me in an organic way was just a tad bit too difficult for me. Plus, I can't even do it a second time now. No do-overs there, my love. Yet, that is why you are here now, tied to my bed in my room. In here, I'm going to find a way to make you love me, and I can have as many do-overs as I like this time. Trial and error will only advance me closer to a way to force you to admit your true desires for my love. However, I'm feeling pretty good about my latest and greatest plan. Sorry. By the way you're trembling, I can tell I'm scaring you, aren't I? I didn't mean for what I said to sound so foreboding. It's going to happen. You are going to love me. But I want you not to worry about the process so much, even if it takes some time to work out. But hey, we're not going to concern ourselves with that right now. I'd like us to just have a peaceful, chill moment together. I would also like to hear from you as well. But that would mean I'd have to take the gag off. Would you like me to take the gag off? Was that a yes? Okay. Next question. Would you stay nice and quiet for me the entire time? You sure? You promise you won't make a loud noise? Good. In turn, I will make you a promise as well. For every scream, cry, or loud noise you don't make, I won't sever any of your fingers or toes. That sound fair? A little more hesitant now, are we? Just nod yes. Brilliant! Let me just undo the gag for you. There. How does that feel? Better? Good. How are you feeling all around then, babe? Do you feel nauseous from the gas? No? Okay, then would you like something to eat? Is it okay if I feed you something? What? Well, you have been out for a long while, and you haven't had anything to eat for 2 days. So I made you some macaroni here. Nice and hot. It's also homemade. I know you love mac and cheese, but you hate the plastic stuff they sell at the grocery market, so I brought premium macaroni pasta and made the cheese sauce at home. Would you like to have some? Here, try it. Huh? Come on now. Just open up and try some. I'm sure you'll love it. Stop moving your mouth away. Ugh. What's the matter? I thought you liked macaroni. Drugged? You think I drugged the mac? May I remind you how you are at my literal mercy? I don't need to drug the food and try to trick you into eating it. I can just plunge a syringe full of tranquilizer into your neck. You'll make no fuss. Hell, I could even attach one of the gas tanks from the simulation to an oxygen mask and force you to breathe it. So why would I waste my time trying to measure out any amount of drugs into your food when I have so many other prepared options at my disposal, Exactly! Therefore, eat the food that I put my heart into making before I force it down your throat with a funnel. Okay, good. That's it. Have another spoonful. So what do you think? It's delicious. Oh, really? That's great. I knew you'd love it. Try another spoonful. Here comes the train. I love it when you obey. Such a good little puppy. Do you like the new nickname? You'll like it soon enough. Would you like a drink, perhaps? Okie dokie. I managed to find the OG grape soda I know you like. Would you like some? Okay, let me just crack open a cold one. I'll just hold it up to your mouth so you can take a sip. So, are you feeling lots of nostalgia vibes right now? Well, what's wrong with feeling like a kid again? Adult life can be a real hook up the ass. In case you hadn't noticed, taxes, grueling salary jobs, expensive medical procedures, aren't those all adult curses enough to make anyone wish they were a kid again? So if macaroni and cheese with grape soda makes you feel like a little kid, shouldn't you be a little bit more grateful? Of course I make a good point. Regardless of that, though, do they both taste good? Ah, thank goodness. That's the most important part anyway. I'm glad you like it. Well, it seems like you finished the entire plate of mac. Luckily, I made more for later. You sure were hungry. Oh, you look more relaxed, too. I'm glad that some of the tension between us has dissipated. Which means we can get started immediately. Get started with what, you ask? Oh, you'll see. May I point your attention to my flat screen mounted on the wall, on the opposite side? No, we're not watching a movie. I just want you to tell me if you recognize the video I'm about to play. Okay, just power, then play. Sorry, ads. I'll be able to skip it in a few videos. Seconds. But here we go! Here's the video. Is it familiar in any way? Why, yes, it is just a video full of swirling colors. Trippy, eh? But does anything start to stand out to you in particular? You see it now, don't you? Hey now! No need to freak out. The colors are supposed to leave the screen. That means the drugs are kicking in. Guilty as charged. I'm sorry I lied to you. I did actually put something into your food. It's not that I take any of my points back from earlier. Injecting you or gassing you would be easier in most cases, but this stuff had to be ingested, so it couldn't help. What did I drug you with? Well, I honestly forgot the name. They're all so long and complex. I do remember it was difficult to obtain, all the way from Japan even. And also, it was a derivative of a derivative, or probably another derivative of benzodiazepine. Well, anyway, it's a powerful hypnotic, psychedelic, and muscle relaxant, so I could really just untie you, and you wouldn't be able to go anywhere for a good while. You know what? I think I will untie you. You already look super dazed and confused. I'll just untie your legs here, and then your arms. Whoa, calm down. Don't go trying to swing your arms around. You might hit somebody. Your aim is pretty off anyways. Just relax back down on the bed. That's it. Just lie down and enjoy the pretty colors as they waft around the room. No fighting, no struggling, no worries, no troubles. You always seem to be fighting for control, my dear. You fail to realize that is exactly what causes you to stress out so much. Just let it all go. Let go of it all. Let go of control. Let me take care of it for you, sweetheart. Now listen carefully to my voice. It's the only thing that matters. Everything I say was, is, and will be true. Your body is now free from its usual physical constraints. It now begins to defy gravity. You feel your body becoming lighter and lighter as you begin to ascend through this room and into the sky. You rise higher and higher as you grow lighter and lighter. It's not a problem though. Everything is fine. There's no destination. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about any as you float gently past the magnificent billowing clouds, boasting glorious shades of orange, red, and purple cast by early sunrise. You begin to pick up speed and continue your ascent, passing many cities, countries, and continents. You reach incomprehensible speeds even, yet you are not phased at all. Your body seems to pass seamlessly through the air without drag, like sliding across black ice. You feel as though you might soon reach velocities comparable to the speed of light, and then you begin to slow. Your body slowly becomes heavier and heavier and begins to descend lower and lower. You pass through wispy purple clouds and then through long orange clouds, and then through fluffy golden clouds as you continue your descent, going down, 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 all the way till your feet touch the ground. As you take in your new surroundings, you find yourself on a large hill, covered in craggly rocks and long green blades of grass. You smell the cool mountain air as it tingles your lungs. Breathing deeply, you begin to recognize this hill. You've spent a long time trying to climb it before, making many sacrifices just to obtain the summit of this meager mountain. Now that you're here, you find the view tiresome, and the atmosphere lonesome. All this time, effort, and heart put into such a journey, but no one to share it with. You wish to descend this hill, to return all the way to the bottom, to return to somewhere, something, or someone. Your wish is granted by the discovery of a long stone staircase descending all the way to the bottom. I tell you that this is a special staircase because it leads all the way to me. I can give you the relief you desire. I can take away your stress, your pain, your fear. Every step will relax tense muscles in your body, and every step will relax another tense memory in your mind. Every step will lead you deeper into hypnosis. Every step allows you to replenish more and more of your control. That is what you truly want. That is what you truly desire. For when you are with me, you needn't worry about a future career, college exams, or parental expectations. All those troublesome preoccupations will disappear when you come into my embrace. We will start with the first set of steps, starting at step number 10, and we'll work our way down from there. Remember, every single one will make you more relaxed, more at peace, and desirous to meet me at the bottom. Take a deep breath in and out as I count your footsteps from 10 to 1. Ready? Okay then. 10. The first step amazes you as your body instantly releases muscle tension in your shoulders, upper back, and lower back. You lift your now heavier leg to descend further. 9. You feel your cares and worries wash away as a cool calm rinses you clean. 8. You're now 100 times more relaxed than the previous 2 steps. The muscles in your back and shoulders have now become butter almost. 7. 6. You find your eyelids have become heavy, and your jaw releases your mouth from its constant clenching. 5. Take another deep breath in, then out. 4. You are oh so tired, and you can no longer keep your eyes open. But unseen powers move your body for you as you continue down each step, guiding you safely down to me. 3. 2. You float down the steps now. You are now so deep into hypnosis, so deep into my control. You have no desire to return. You crave to be mine. You yearn to submit. You wish to yield your will to me. 1. Well, my love, here I am. Fall into my arms. You open your eyes and find yourself in my arms. I am wearing a white dress, and I wait for you to complete the vow. All around us, seated in yellow folding chairs, are our friends and family. We stand upon a small stage in front of a large white woven arch of pink roses. The pastor waits for your response. Seal yourself to me in the bonds of marriage. Bring your intense, hot love to fruition, and say the words, I do. That's my darling. Those were the words I wanted to hear. I love to see you doing exactly as I say, Does that not fill you with immense pleasure, my sweet peach? Of course it does. You know what else would fill us both with immense pleasure now? Finishing the ceremony with a kiss. Please, grace my lips with yours. Is this a dream, you ask? Well, it doesn't have to be just a dream. You see, my dear, you and I are already dating in real life. You met me one day as you were delivering a package to my door. It was a small exchange, but you were so bold to tell me how pretty I was and to proceed to ask me out on a date. I could hardly refuse, and we've been together ever since. Any old memories that dare to contradict these events are merely fragments of nightmares. Nightmares that would have you worry about being alone. But you're not alone, my love, my everything. Yes, it's all true, love. You already know it's true, because I said so. And you know everything I say exactly as it is, was, and will be. Right, my darling? Well said. And as far as our relationship goes in the waking world, the only thing amiss is that you have yet to ask for my hand in marriage. I'm only waiting for you to pop the question. Therefore, what's the first thing you're going to do when you wake up? That's right. You can rest assured knowing that my answer will be a resounding yes. Now it's time for you to wake. At the count of 3, you will wake, with no conscious memory of this. Only internally will these memories remain. Is that understood? Good. Now there is only one last thing to take care of before you wake, my love. There is a new special phrase which I wish to teach you. Please repeat after me. If Valerie asks me, if you love me, you will do whatever I say. I will do whatever she says. If Valerie starts a sentence with the phrase, if you love me, you will obey whatever command that follows that phrase. No arguing, no questions asked. No strings attached whenever Valerie asks me to do something when starting with the phrase, if you love me. Perfect. You can stop repeating now. Let's see if you comprehend what you just learned. Imagine that I ask you, sweetheart, if you love me, you will take me out on a date. What will you do? Correct again, my love. You will take me out on a date. What if I say to you, honey bear, if you love me, you will shoot that short blonde whore named Erica between the eyes. What will you do? That's right. You'd pull the trigger and shoot her square in the head. I'm so proud of you, darling. Now the time has come. You will wake without any conscious memory of what you have seen and heard here. You will only remember your fiery passion and love for me. You will look for the soonest opportunity to pop me that special question. At the count of 3 then. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, love. How are you feeling any better? Oh, well, you said you had been feeling sick, so you asked me, your loving girlfriend, to come take care of you. Where are you? You're at my house, silly. Don't you remember? I decided that it would be easier to care for you at my place. I just let you have my bed. I didn't mind sharing it. You've been sleeping for a while now. Are you feeling any better? Just a bit lightheaded. Maybe it was the Benadryl I gave you. At least you slept well, right? You seem a lot more relaxed. Well, that's great to hear. I'm glad your body feels rested. Would you like me to bring you something to eat? I could bring some simple toast and bananas for you if your stomach is still feeling nauseous. Oh, okay. I'll be right back Huh? You want me to wait? You say you have something to tell me. What is it, sweetie? I'm all ears. That's so thoughtful of you to say. I love how kind and gentle you are to me as well. There is a question you want me to ask. Sorry, go ahead, ask me. Nothing's stopping you. Yes, I do. Yes, of course I will marry you. I wish nothing more than to be your wife. Come here, darling. Oh boy, my face feels so hot right now. No, don't be sorry. I'm just so happy. I'm just so excited. We're going to have such a beautiful wedding. I'm gonna start planning right away. Then I'll start planning our family together. We'll have tons of kids. I already know most of their names picked, but we'll worry about that later. Let me get you that banana toast first. Eh? You wanted to help me. It's fine, my dear. It's just toast. Oh, you say you're well enough for something else? Pancakes? Okay. And you say you'd like to help me in the kitchen? Okay, then. I always wanted to help my sugar bear at my side, helping me out. Okay, then just follow me to the kitchen. You asked me something, love. Oh, yes, that is the front door. What do you ask? Did you just punch me in the nose? The hell was that for? If you love, you will drop me. You will drop to the ground right now and beg for my forgiveness. Hey! Damn it, didn't you hear what I said? If you love me... Oh. So that's what this feels like. Wait, you were faking it? This entire time? My hypnotism, the drugs, they did nothing? It was supposed to work, and you were supposed to love me, and obey me, and... No, please don't go. No, I'm so sorry. Just forgive me, please. You hate me? I'm crazy. No. This isn't happening. You aren't rejecting me. Like, you're not. They left. They just left. Me. Alone. Fine. Leave. Leave. Call the cops, even. That's fine. Fine. You can leave. Scandalize my name across the nation and beyond. But nothing will be able to get in the way between you and me. I will find you, and when I do, I will disassemble you, piece by blood-soaked piece. And then, I will reattach all the pieces and put you all back together. And then this new you will love me unconditionally and will live happily ever after. Your sorry ass has finally arrived. What's all this? Well, it was going to be our dream wedding. Yet, the rain has kind of ruined everything. However, I think the soaked decor paired with the dark forest actually reflects my current mood, so I guess it works out. Yes, you heard me correctly. Our wedding. You see, I set up all the rotten logs as benches for our friends and family. I had pink streamers tied around the pine trees, but those, disintegrated in the rain. But I also tried getting an arch full of pink roses, but they died last week. Nothing but thistles and thorns now. In the end, none of the details really matter. Not even a damn wedding dress. You are the most important part of the ceremony. I'm just so glad you managed to find this place. The cryptic map I sent was difficult, was it not? You being here just proves how smart you are. My love, my darling, my fiancé, and soon to be... Don't tell me to shut up! I mean, please address me as your fiancé with kindness and respect. Why should you respect me? There are plenty of reasons why you should respect me. But I think the reason you came here should be enough incentive for respect. Yes, as much as it pains me to admit that you're not here for my sake, I have to come to the terms that the fact that you're here for her. Her. Don't say the whore's name out loud. I don't want to hear it. Where is she? Oh, somewhere around here, nearby-ish. Why would you care? She's a tiny hoe, with bleached hair and cowboy boots. What's so great about her? You describe her so angelically, but I don't agree. Once a whore, always a whore in my book, however. I have to say, though, she's been quite useful as of late. Probably more useful than she's ever been in her entire whorish life. All it took was me kidnapping her and threatening to kill her to convince you to come here, to come alone, to tell no one, or else I would kill her. Not only that, you could actually get the police to come with you. While I have been driving you crazy these last 6 months, you've been driving the local police department crazy, calling them every time you see my face pop up in random places. Hello, police. Valerie's outside my house. She's at the supermarket. She's hiding in the dumpster. She's standing behind my shower curtain. And every time they come, I'm nowhere to be found. And now that you've lost all confidence with them, they won't even answer your phone calls. You've cried wolf too many times. Just as I planned. Oh, you poor thing. What will you do? Oh, that's certainly a bold move, bringing a pistol, but not entirely unexpected. What are you gonna do with that? Tell you where she is? Or what? You'll shoot me? Go ahead. You've already murdered my heart. Why not the rest of me? Yes, I'm serious. Go ahead. Shoot me. Oh. Well, how about a deal then? If you give me your gun, I'll tell you where she is. The gun for the girl. No? Sticking to your guns, hey? Fine, but don't point it at my stomach. Point it somewhere more definite. Here, allow me to help you. Wow, what? Wow, go ahead. Hold on a second and blow my brains out. Come on, do it. What a disappointment. And here I thought, just for a second, you were actually going to pull the trigger. Well, of course you didn't. You need me, darling. As loath as you are to admit it, you need me. How about I change the deal then? You give me the gun, but you keep the magazine and the bullets. Then I will tell you where that malicious man-stealing midget is. Sounds fair? Then we have a deal! You see? This is how engaged couples like us should be working out their problems. With compromise. Now, take the magazine and give me the gun, please, darling. Thank you very much. I'll just put that in my back pocket. And just to show you how much I care, I'm going to throw this shovel into the deal. Here, catch. What's the shovel for? It's for the grave you're gonna have to start digging. Oh, she's right here. Right under, you'll find a freshly filled grave under the wet leaves and wood chips beneath your feet. No, she's not dead. Not yet, at least. Oh yes, she's in there all right. I made a little coffin and stuck her dwarvish body inside. For your sake and not hers. She's been heavily doped. As much as I love the idea of her panicking and sucking up the small quantity of air she has, I don't want her to suffocate too quickly. I want her alive a little longer than that. I wanted to give you a sporting chance at least. Well, I guess you better start digging then. I guess she only has a quarter to half an hour of air left. You're digging fast. Oh, and you're getting yourself all muddy, and on your wedding day too. Oh, well, pardon me. I didn't mean to get in the way. Keep trying to save your precious Harlaw to yourself. Far be it from me, your loving fiancé, the responsibility of helping you or keeping a watchful eye on you. If you say you don't need my help, so be it. Done yet? Oh, well, I didn't bury her that deep. Only a foot or so. And it's only getting colder and colder out here in the rain. Okay. I'll stop talking now. Suffocation, no breathing, don't give a Hey! Don't scream at me! I wasn't talking. I was singing. Big difference. Ugh, stop whining. And plus, we don't even need to worry about it anymore. Looks like you got most of the coffin uncovered. No thanks to me. Ugh, yes thanks to me. I was helping. I was motivating you. Plus, there's only one shovel. Well, go ahead and try pulling her coffin out by yourself then. Might just be a little difficult for you, though. What? Doth my ears deceive me? Thou art now asking for the help of yours truly? Thou must truly be desperate. Oh, well, if you ask really, really nicely, will I help you lift the little wench and her coffin out of the ditch. Now that's what I like to hear. Gentle words from a gentle person. So, see how far a little civility can take you. Of course I'll help you, my dear. Here, I'll take the other chain. We lift on 3. 1, 2, 3. Pull! Heavier than she looks, huh? What's wrong, my love? You have even more worried look on your face now. Oh yeah, the combination locks. I must have forgotten about putting them on before burying her. I might have overdone it with 5 locks, eh? Am I going to give you the combinations? Well, absolutely. As long as you're still willing to do something for me again. No more deals? No more compromise? That doesn't sound like the kind of talk an engaged couple should be having right before they get married. Better change your tone quick or I'll never help you open up the coffin. Or else what? What are you going to threaten me with? The shovel? I'm not going to give you the combinations without your cooperation. Kill me and you'll never know the combinations. She'll suffocate and die in that coffin within the next few minutes, I guess. You'll have no way of opening it, and I doubt you could drag her coffin anywhere to help. We're in the middle of the woods, the middle of nowhere. What's my condition then? Well, I'll tell you. Simply put, you will have to marry me. I do have to agree with you on that. I am very messed up. I've come to terms with it, yet how could you just say that about me when you yourself are quite messed up? Who else sucker punches their girlfriend in the nose and then abandons her, huh? I'd say that's pretty damn messed up. Nevertheless, I want you to marry me. Well, I know it won't be recognized by any official body or group. There's no judge or priest here, no witnesses. It's just you and me. But I don't really care about a lawful marriage. I just want something that is binding for you and me. So I made vows for the both of us to recite. All you have to do is to recite the vows with me and I'll give you all the combinations to the locks. Not enough time. Well, you'll just have to make time. The longer you put off the vows, the longer she sits in that coffin, unable to breathe. Probably clinging on to the last moments of her life. Good. Then just come and stand with me by the thorny arch over there. Sorry for not having any kind of altar. This rotting tree stump will just have to do. 1 sec. Let me get the vows. They're a little bit unorthodox as far as vows go. But this whole situation is kind of unorthodox, wouldn't you agree? Damn. Paper soaked. Well, no worries. I memorized our vows anyways. You'll just have to repeat after me. Here, take my hands. Sorry if they're a bit cold and wet. The weather was unfortunate, but we won't let it stop us. Fine. I'll get started. Have some patience. All right. Now repeat after me. I, say your name, take your hands, my dear, sweet Valerie, into my own. As a token of my love, passion, and devotion to you, I promise to be with you, heart, body, mind, and bones, as one. I promise to love, care for, and even die for you. You are all I ever wish to touch, hear, and see. Forever yours, forever mine, my precious angel, Valerie. See? Wasn't that pretty? The vow I made for you was perfect, wasn't it? It was short, sweet, and to the point. It even rhymed, too. Huh? Give you the combinations now. But I haven't done my vow yet. Begging. You're begging now. Okay. Stop crying. I'll give you combinations, but we're finishing my vow after. Okay, so the first lock on the end, there is your birthday, 6-digit format. There we go. 1 lock, 4 more to go. Huh? Of course I chose your birthday. That day was important. All the combinations are special days. You guessed right, my love. One of the locks is my birthday, too. Do you remember when that was? You don't remember? Don't worry, I'm not mad. I don't recall telling you my birthday anyways. So, how should I expect you to remember it? And why should I fault you even if I did? See? That's what a good wife I'd be for you. Okay, I'll get on with it. My birthday was on the 24th of December, 1993. So that'd be 122493. The next day is the day I first brought you to my house. You know, inside the fake cell with the whole simulation thingy. If only that plan hadn't gone to hell, am I right? Yes. 030821 was the day I kidnapped you. Next lock is the date I first met you. Oh, what a special day that was. You were delivering a package to my door right as I was pulling up to my driveway. I was coming home from a day of grueling college courses, and there you were. Usually running into a delivery worker right as you arrive home is awkward. However, you weren't awkward. You waved, gave me a smile, and said hello. Told me you were just delivering my package. I was gonna thank you, but I had one of those moments where your voice cracks because you hadn't spoken to anyone all day, so I must have sounded weird. Sorry, I must have gotten lost in the moment. That was on 040818. Only one more to go. The last lock is today's date. Well, because it's today's date. Today is a very special day. Today is our wedding day, silly. Go on then. Put in the last combination. She may be suffocating already. Surprise! She's not even in there. It's empty. She's nowhere near here, dear. I didn't even kidnap her. I just tricked you into thinking that. Even though the coffin is small, she was never meant to go into that coffin. A lowlife like her doesn't deserve her own coffin. You, however, do. Don't understand yet. You're being so dense right now. You're the one going into that coffin. Oh! Yes, you are. Of course. It is a bit small, however. I think I'll have to divide you up a bit. You'll fit. And with my handy-dandy machete hidden in the bushes here, the job will be a fair bit easier. I got it so sharp it can cut through bone and marrow like it's butter. Oh, sweetie, you're not wrong. I do love you. But at the same time, I hate you. To be specific, I hate what you have become. You used to be my sweet delivery person, always coming to my door. Deliver me stuff. Always so cheerful, robust, and so full of life. Yet you've definitely changed. You're now older, more suspicious, and incredibly anxious. I'm sad to admit that it's my fault once again. My experiments have had an effect on you. They've tainted you. I've realized that I have to accept that the original you is gone. So I've decided that I'm going to rebuild you, make you into the perfect partner. But in order to rebuild you, I need to do some demolition first. And that's where the cutting you up part fits in. Putting your dismembered parts into the coffin will symbolize the death of the old you. And when I staple and sew you back together, it will be a resurrection of the new you. The original you. Insane. Crazy. I'm sorry, sweetie. Those terms are so subjective. You're being the crazy one by not accepting the best gift I could give you. I'm trying to relieve you of all the stress you've been feeling all these last few months. I mean, I know it's my fault that you've become this way, and that's why I'm doing this. I'm rectifying my mistakes. Well, yes, I'm going to kill you, but I'm going to resurrect you later. Hey! Let go of my machete. Don't get up, or I'll slice you up now instead of later. You thought that you could take my weapon away from me in a struggle, eh? Didn't expect me to be able to throw you off, did you? Yes, impressive indeed. I've been working very hard for you. The day you almost broke my nose and abandoned me, I vowed that I would never be weak again. I've been training my body, getting stronger and faster, all for you, my love. I can now truly bear my name, the name you gave me, with pride and honor, for I am now truly strong and very brave. I am your wife. I am Valerie. Now it's time to disassemble you, my dear. I promise to make it as quick as I can. Hold still and this will be all over quickly. Oh, there's something I'm forgetting? What? With the wedding or something? Oh, I think I know. The kiss. We didn't do that, did we? Oh, but I'm afraid this isn't really the ideal time or position now, my darling. We'll have plenty of time to kiss after I resurrect you, okay? I'm still not getting it. What am I missing? Shit, the gun's gone. Wow, I fell for it twice. You finally shot me! I've got to admit, that was kind of cool. How you pretended to try and take the machete, but actually take the gun from my belt instead. I didn't even notice. I guess I'm still just as naive as I was in the beginning. You really don't want to be mine at all. You have always been so damn stubborn. I guess that's one thing that hasn't changed about you. Can I make one last request? I would like one last kiss before I die. Even if I know you don't love me. Could you pretend? Thank you. You want to know my real name? The police never solved that little mystery, did they? I guess it doesn't matter now. My name is Andromeda. Andromeda Harpero. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I always hated it. Welcome home, darling. I'm so glad to see you. Did you miss me like I missed you? I've prepared some supper and also drew you a bath because I know you need some comfort after a long, arduous trip. So, would you like dinner first? The bath? Or maybe me? Babe? Is something the matter? What is this, you ask? You mean our house? No, I'm sorry. I still don't know what you mean. Oh, you mean this? Oh, yeah. This is a dream, of course. Yes, you wouldn't see me otherwise. But hey, it's just you and me. We're married. That's an important detail. And we live in this nice house. Hey, wait, where are you going? Why? Is there something wrong? Oh, I get it. I get it. You're worried because you think this is all just going to turn into a nightmare, like all your other dreams about me. You know, like the ones where you're standing over my cold, bloody corpse in the forest. But don't worry, that's not going to happen this time. Well, I'm sure because... well, I'm sure. Plus, I know you want to have a good dream for once. Your life is such a hell in the waking world. Why not have a good time in the subconscious world with me? You don't want to have a good time with me? You don't mean that. You miss me. How do I know? I know because I'm you, remember? Well, I'm you because this is your dream, right? So I know everything you know. I also feel everything you feel. I feel how really depressed you are. Yes, really. So, why not let me be your loving wife for a bit? At least, in your dreams? That's the spirit. How about you go back and knock on the door and let's pretend you just came home from work or something, okay? Yeah, just like that. Welcome home, dear. I'm so happy that you finally come home. Please come here and give me a big hug. That's it. I love you. Huh, you needed that hug, didn't you? Well, I really needed that too. You have no idea. Anyway, let me pop you that question again. Would you like dinner first, or a bath, or me? Oh, you just like to sit on the couch together first? Sure, I don't mind. It's your dream and I'm just as happy to be near you. Hey, you mind if I make a request though? If we're gonna sit on the couch, we're gonna cuddle, right? So you wouldn't mind if I sat on your lap, would you? Yay! Thank you, thank you. It's nice, with your arms wrapped around me. Well, yeah, it's a dream, but it's still nice. I mean, nice you want to do this now. You definitely didn't want to before. Oh, You're referencing to when I, experimented on you a bunch and almost murdered you with the machete. I can see why you didn't want to cuddle then. I'm really sorry about that. I was in a bad mental state. Oh, uh, hearing an apology from a figment of your imagination isn't really meaningful. That's still what you meant though, right? That you would want to hear it from the real Valerie's lips? Saying that she is sorry and that she feels a lot of pain for what she did to you? Well, she can't do that now, can she? She's dead. I know that her death left you scarred. Pretty bad. Erica, she noticed, but you refused to ever tell her why. And you never told her what happened between you and me that day. Oh, that rainy day. And that's why she left you. And now you live in misery, by yourself, in a run-down apartment. You refuse to see anyone. You don't go out except to that rat trap convenience store that you are employed at and subsequently subsist upon. Your life is your own personal hell created by you. You are consumed by what I did and what you did. Oh, please don't cry too. Come here. Well, we'll switch places. You rest on me now, on my chest. There we go. I'm here. I'm sorry about saying those things, but they needed to be said. You need to turn your life around, and I want to help. I could help by giving a few things for you to change in the waking world. Take them as just friendly suggestions, if you will. Like, one suggestion for you would be to look for another delivery job so you can quit that awful convenience store job. You were much better health-wise when you were driving around town and running to deliver packages. I know you won't be able to get a reference from your last delivery job since you left that first one in rather bad terms. But package deliverers are always in demand and you have good experience. Well, at least consider it. It would be better than that night shift, and you might consider going to a grocery store every now and then. And buying some real food, like some vegetables, eggs, and fish. I don't know, anything that's not considered a processed bag of chips and an energy drink. Constantly drinking Monsters all the time are definitely turning you into a monster. Yes, I made you laugh, finally! Yep, and it's my job as your wife to cheer you up. Oh, but no more friendly suggestions for now, huh? Okay, that's fine then. How about I stroke your hair for a bit, then... You know, like this. And I can... You like that, right? Is it relaxing? Then I'll continue. What, babe? Yeah, this doesn't feel like a dream, does it? I was wondering when you were going to catch on. It is a dream. It's just a bit different. Yes, you're confused. All will become clear soon. So, for starters, darling, I need to confess something to you. I am Valerie. I am Valerie. I'm not dead, darling. You're still confused. I get it. It's kind of hard to explain while you may be technically dreaming all of this, but it's a simulation controlled by me. Yet the real me is alive, controlling the stream remotely. But I need your help. I really don't have time to explain more. I need you to wake up and take the first call you get to your cell phone. I'll guide you to me. Then you'll be able to rescue me. And finally, you'll be able to put all of this guilt and heartache behind you. I really need you to wake up. I honestly thought we would have more time, but they're coming for you now. So I need to do something to wake you up really quick. Please do forgive me. Knife. The knife? It's to get you to wake up quicker. I again really apologize for giving you a nightmare about me, but at least this is still a dream. Really vivid dream, but you can't actually get hurt. Hold still. I'll make this quick. I'm so sorry. I'm almost there. I can sense your heart rate going up rapidly, and your brain is starting to release serotonin. One more stab should do it. Baby, is that you? Are you awake? You can't tell if you're awake? Understandable, but I really don't have time to convince you otherwise. In a few seconds, 2 men are going to knock on your door. Don't answer it. There's special agents employed by the organization that's holding me. They plan on kidnapping you. I'm being totally serious. Just hurry up. Dear, that's them. You need to get out. Now. Please, they are not the police. Unless you want to suffer like I have, you need to climb out the back window now and climb down fire escape. Thank you. Now hurry up. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna bust down your door. Let me know when you reach the bottom. I'll guide you from there. They're breaking down your door. Keep going. They're moving towards the window. Yes, I can see that you're on the ground now. I can't explain how I can see you right now. Just keep moving. Just know I can see most everything, and I'm going to guide you. Ignore them. Go down the parking lot to your left, and hop the fence by that cluster of trees over there. Wait, no! Turn right! One of them is coming. They're coming around the corner of the apartment building. They have tranq guns. Go over to the dumpster and hop the fence behind it. Dear? Are you there? Did you get over the fence? I can't see you. There you are. Okay. Run down the street to the avenue. There's a blue bus that's about to leave, and it's going up north. Catch it before it leaves. You're almost there. You made it. Thank goodness. You're asking how you're going to pay for the bus. Okay, don't worry. I already know you left your wallet behind. Not that you had much in it. Get off at Goblin Drive and then lift up the yellow garbage can sitting next to the bus stop. You'll see $5 stashed underneath. When the driver accuses you of not paying, You just turn around with the money and act as if you had forgotten it, and pay them. Dear, you'll still be there. Have I lost connection? How do I know? Well, because I saw someone put the money there. Okay, I can answer some questions now that you're on the bus. I saw it via cameras. Not a camera, all the cameras. The traffic cameras, the security cameras at your apartment complex, the camera on everyone's cell phones, the overhead satellite images. I see all of it. I see you. I see the street. I see the dog running loose from its leash past the front door of your apartment building. I see the old man who was just startled by the dog and now he just fell over at the front of your apartment complex. I see the people rushing over and trying to help him up. I see the men chasing you, trying to catch up and rush and push through the forming crowd to get their cars to be able to pursue you. I see the supply train that I delayed from its early morning run coming to an intersection where your bus will barely pass it before the railroad crossing gates close. And by the time your pursuers catch up, they'll be stuck behind a very long and slow train filled with coal, chromium, and hopefully the traffic behind them will box them in. And your bus driver is picking up speed, typical of her impatient behavior. She doesn't want to get stuck waiting for a train she knows will take a very long time. You're passing over. You made it, and now the Laboratories agents are stuck in the traffic behind the train. Hold on. I will answer your question now. Just let me call you back later using a different number. Because they're trying to track your call, and they're trying to figure out who you're talking to. I don't want them to find out that I'm the one talking to you, and right under their noses too. I'll call you in a few seconds. They'll be from a different number. For now, just make sure you get to Goblin Drive. From there, you'll find a black Mercedes-Benz around the corner, with its keys left underneath its left back tire. Take the car and drive out the woods where you last confronted me. I'll be able to guide you from there. Don't let anyone stop you. Just know this. Sunrise Laboratories are the ones who are after you. They're the ones who have kept me captive. And they don't know I'm using their technology to contact you. I can escape, but I need your help. I'll call you back as soon as I can. I love you. Oh, hello there. I finally established a connection. Stop screaming! Oh dear. You can stop, darling. You don't need to worry. This isn't the same cell, it's just... No. This isn't real, remember? You're dreaming. Yes, it's just a dream. This isn't the cell I put you in last year. This is just a memory of the cell. I'm using it as the setting for this specific dream simulation. I know you're confused. Just take a deep breath and think back for a second. Think about what you were doing before you fell asleep. Exactly. When I lost the phone connection with you on the bus, I tried calling you back, but I wasn't able to call you as soon as I had liked. I kinda ran into some issues. Nonetheless, you managed to get to the bus stop, find the car, and drive all the way. through the night. And when I was finally able to establish a secure connection, that's when I called you again. And I thought, thank goodness that you are still alive and not captured. Yet when I discovered you had been driving for almost 13 hours straight, I insisted that you stop driving and that you rest for a bit. I couldn't stand the thought of you accidentally falling asleep behind the wheel, veering your car into an oncoming truck. Yes, you're currently asleep in your car. You're still parked behind that old mill that I guided you to. Unfortunately, yes. They are still after you. But don't worry, they're still way behind. You've got some time to sleep. They may know where you are roughly, but since I had you turn off your phone and wrap it in aluminum, they won't be able to track you exactly. Plus, it's way better to communicate with you in the stream rather than via phone. Hold on. Whoa there! Pump the brakes! I already know about the mountain of questions you have. Our minds are linked, to a small degree. I'm just going to answer all of them, but I'm going to answer them carefully. So take a seat and just try to keep an open mind. Well, because it's a long story, and it may be a bit much for you to cope with. Okay, first of all, the reason why I chose my memory of the cell I constructed is because it's easy to hide from them. And that's simply because it's a small space, with not a lot of detail. Who's them? Sunrise Laboratories. They are the ones that have me captive. No, they're not trying to be subtle with that name. It's more of a sick joke. They like humor, you see. I think it's a coping mechanism for all the horrible things they do. Oh, well, simply put, they're a secret lab group working for the government. They typify what it means to be a shadowy organization, lacking in any ethics and or honesty. They're the ones who dug up my body, which, by the way, you didn't bury me very well, and they revived me. No, it's true. Yes, you're right when you said you watched me die. However, they managed to reverse it. I don't understand perfectly how, but regardless of their depravity, they have some pretty miraculous technology. How soon? Well, right after, really. They managed to bring me back to life just barely. But as soon as they, shall I say, woke me up, they put me right back to sleep. That's what this is. It's a dream simulation machine. It's designed to make a simulated world using someone's mind, and right now they're using mine. Hey, let me continue. I was getting to that part. The scientists at Sunrise built a big antenna thing they called the brain transceiver. It's what allows me to transmit my dream to your brain. Its purpose is to send certain thoughts to allow people's brains directly. Ultimately, their goal, as heinous as it sounds, is mind control. Yet, fortunately, it has not been perfected yet. It can only send a limited amount of information, and only at a very subconscious level. They've been experimenting with sending people specific dreams. They have reports and files about influencing international politics by sending the same nightmare to certain politicians, convincing them they shouldn't appear certain legislation in their government. Disturbing. Yeah, I know. And that's where I come into the picture with their most recent experiment. They wanted to discover the possibility of long-term dream simulation, to put a person, in this case me, into a simulation inside my own mind. Their goal was to have me be completely unaware that it was a dream. Yes, I became aware of it quite quickly, but they don't know that. What I mean is that I played my cards close to my chest. I didn't let them know that I knew it was fake. Better said, I led them on. In fact, I'm still leading them on now. And with time, I managed to gain access to all their computer systems from within my mind. And they don't even know it. How, you ask? Well, I think I'll have an easier time showing it to you rather than telling you. Here, stand up. Let's leave this cell for a bit. Voila! The beautiful countryside. Haha! You're stumped, aren't you? Yes, the fake cell I made for you was in the garage of my house, but this is my dream, so I can have any door open up to anything I want. Nevertheless, you're seeing now isn't actually a memory from real life. It's my imagination. If you look over there, nestled by those trees, is my dream house. It's the same place I used for when I first connected our dreams. You just never got to see it from the outside. So I thought I might as well show you now. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. It's very romantic. I think I took it from the cover of a cheap romance novel I read once, when I was lonely. I would imagine you and me living there together, and I would daydream about this place all the time. Especially during those few months of constructing that cell, right before I kidnapped you. How about you take my hand? I'll guide you to the house, but be quiet though. We don't want them to know we're here. It's fine. Just let me guide you. Stop for a second. Come with me behind this bush. Do you hear that buzzing noise in the distance? Now take a look at the house. You'll see the thing making the buzzing noise right near the window on the second floor. Shh! Sorry. I didn't mean to cup your mouth so suddenly. You're about to scream and give away our location. What is that? It looks like a bee at first glance, but as you can see for yourself, it's way bigger and uglier. That, my dear, is actually an algorithm. It's designed to basically stalk me. They created it to keep track of where I am and what I'm doing in my own mind. They originally meant for these algorithms to appear as tiny insects. They would be mobile, but tiny enough for me not to notice or suspect. Yet they really don't understand the human brain fully yet. And my mind recognized these intruders immediately. And I perceived them as hideous mutant monster bugs instead of the trifle little insects they want them to be seen as. And I'll tell you right now, it was extremely difficult to pretend that these algorithms looked like normal insects. Well, one time, they had a fly algorithm in the kitchen with me. It was so big and heavy and was nearly ripping off the cabinet as it was hanging on to its big glowy eyes tracking my every move. Nevertheless, I had to pretend like it was just a tiny housefly. When it flew and landed on the table right there, I was sitting right there, slime oozing from its tubular tongue onto my plate. It took all my willpower not to scream. But all I had to do was pretend like I was merely annoyed and shoo it away. And I've gotten even better at fooling them since. Right now, there's actually a fake version of me sleeping in the bedroom where that big bumbling monstrosity is peering into right now. It thinks I'm there, but the real me is here with you. How difficult is it? Well, it's easier for me if I only have to concentrate on making the fake avatar version of me breathe and twitch as if I was asleep. It would be pretty difficult for me to make my avatar walk and talk, and at the same time, be able to walk and talk with you separately. The reason I had you start in this dream in the cell is because it's easy to imagine, and it's small enough to keep hidden from all the algorithms controlled by the scientists. Plus, that's how I'm able to keep the scientists from knowing what I'm actually doing. Everything from the external world coming in is represented by things in my dreams. That's also how I was able to hack all their systems. All the firewalls and anti-hack software on their computers were represented by actual barriers in my dream. All I had to do was imagine a way to unlock them, or break them. I don't know quite how it works, but I have access to you, do I not? I have access to all the cameras using that special antenna and satellite they have. I have access to almost everything, but I do have to be careful of what I use and when I use it. I always have to cover my tracks, so they don't find out it was me. Well, they do know that someone is hacking them, and they figured out that someone was trying to contact you. So you can see why I had to get you out of that apartment fast. Oh. Yeah, you're right. It is my fault once again. I've dragged you back into my crazy life for like the third time now. I really thought that, well, you see, I've changed and, you know what? Let's just go back. I can explain the rest to you back in the memory of my old house. Plus, I don't want to stay here too long and be discovered by that buzzing algorithm. That would be sad. Okay, good. Back this way. Through here? No, it's not the cell. I decided that we should go somewhere else. I didn't really want to go back to that dark and cramped cell anyway. Do you remember this room? Yeah, you're right. This is the same room where I tied you to the bed, where I drugged you, and where I tried to hypnotize you, too. Yeah. I don't expect any forgiveness for that right now, but I do regret doing that to you, just so you know. Yeah, I have changed a bit, haven't I? I better explain the change of heart, I suppose. Change of mind, really. First, though, I think I need to lie down. I've been concentrating on maintaining both my avatar and this separate memory for so long, it's getting a bit harder to control. Oh, no, I'm fine. I can still manage. I just need to lie down a bit. Thank you for the concern, though. Now, how about you pull that armchair over there and I'll tell you what really needs to be said. Good. Okay. Where to start? Do you remember earlier you were asking a lot of questions and I wasn't able to answer them all at once? One question that you asked was how it was possible that Sunrise Laboratories knew about you shooting me. Well, like you might have already guessed, they were watching via hidden cameras at the time you shot me. Yet in reality, they have been watching me for a much longer time than that. Back during the crude cell isolation experiment I put you in, I was a scientist in a sense, and you were kind of like a test subject, I think, right? And so you weren't really the subject, not the main one at least. I was. I was their experiment, their lab rat, their toy. Yep, I lived there since I was a little girl with my parents. My parents said we lived there because of work. I spent most of my years with other girls near my age there. We were schooled there, we had birthdays together. For all of us, Sunrise was our normal home. But of course, we didn't know about the horrifying and unethical experiments that all the adults were performing. They kept us very well separated from that, most of the time. I remember performing my own tiny experiments at science fairs, I'm pretty sure I made a clock using a lemon once. I think I actually ended up making a tiny lemon bomb because my lemon clock ended up exploding. A combustible lemon! There were bits of lemon pulp everywhere. My father was doubled over on the floor laughing so hard. I was so embarrassed at the time, but looking back, it was really funny. In fond moments like those, little did I know of the sadistic plans that Sunrise had in store for me. One day, my parents left and never came back. I was never told where they went. I was put in a cell like a criminal. Every question ever uttered by the human tongue I asked, but I never got any answers. I cried myself to sleep every single night for what seemed like an eternity, until one day, they had a use for me. More than a decade ago, the Psych Division at Sunrise started the program in which I was placed. It was called the Neurochemical Alteration and Transmission Project, or the ncat project for short. Several of us, all girls before the age of 20, were implanted with a neurotransceiver device called a ncat into our brains. These implants have the capability of suppressing memories, like our memories of being inside the lab, but its main function was much worse. Its function is to allow the user remote access to the implantee's emotions, to manipulate them, to change how they feel, how I felt. You're asking if that's the reason I was crazy? Yes, that is the reason. Essentially, they manipulated my emotions, causing hormones or other chemicals to release inside my brain in order to influence how I felt and reacted. They wanted an engineer, a distorted romance. And that's where you came in. You look like you have another question to ask me, but you're afraid of asking it. Go on. You can ask me. I have a feeling I know where you're going with this anyways. Was my love fake then? You know, at first I thought that might have been the case, but I've discovered the opposite. I really did love you. They might have simulated my attraction for you to an extreme level, but actually I did love you. They did agitate me a bunch. They kept me from sleeping many nights, sending electrical pulses causing a looping effect inside my head, resulting in endless thoughts about the person I liked, which was you. And it drove me into a complete obsession. However, again, I repeat, I loved you regardless. My love for you did not originate from this damn machine in my head. It came from my heart. And do you know how I know? It's because of the new dream experiment they wanted to put me in. I was the perfect candidate because of having successfully lived with the neurotransceiver in my head for so long. They used my ncat to connect my brain to the dream system computer. That's why they were so desperate to revive me after finishing my trial with you. They didn't want to lose the precious connection made between me and the ncat. Yet connecting me had an effect they didn't really count on. It nullified the device's functions. I remembered everything. Do they know that? No. And you can add that to the list of the things they don't know. It looks like it's working properly for them, yet I'm somehow able to bypass it. So in the end, being locked in my body, inside my own mind really, has given me a clarity about the past that I didn't have before. And with that clarity came an awful awareness of guilt. And don't say that it's not my fault, because it won't make me feel better. I know it's not my fault. I know it's Sunrise Labs' fault, yet the guilt is still there. No! I mean, no, just stay back. Sorry. You don't have to offer yourself to me for comfort. Not this time. I don't want to ever give you that impression that I'm just fishing for your pity, or that I'm trying to manipulate you again. So much manipulation. I want you to believe me. This time, please. That this is not another trick again. That it's real. What? No, let go of me. I said you don't need to comfort me this time. Alright. Let me You're right. I did need that. Thank you. Do you mind if I ask you something? What are your thoughts about this? What are your feelings? You say you don't really understand what you're feeling right now, that you're just doing a lot of things without thinking about them? Yeah. No, I totally felt that too. I've been running around on instinct too, most of the time. I can empathize with the confusion. And you say that you care about me? No, I'm not going to cry again. It was just so genuine and sincere. I haven't had anyone be that way for me for a long time. Thank you again. You're getting really close. Do we kiss or something? Or am I reading things wrong? I guess I was reading the mood right. Wait, pause that thought for a second. Am I forgetting something? Oh no, I forgot about my avatar. I got distracted. It's probably sitting there completely motionless. I'm checking! Looking through my eyes right now, everything seems normal. I don't hear the big B algorithm. It must have left. I wouldn't really know. I wasn't paying attention when I started getting emotional. It could have left right before that happened, maybe. Yeah, you're right. I should be looking on the bright side. It's the algorithm! Babe, watch out! No! Get off of them, you... Die! I killed it. Are you okay, darling? Not that serious! You have a big bee stinger stinging out your abdomen. There is no time for lightening the mood, my love. You may be right that this is a dream. Nothing in here can physically hurt your real life, but I don't know about psychologically. I don't know if the B algorithm can cause you any brain damage. Yes, they discovered us. They know what I've been doing now. Yes, I can see via the security cameras in the lab. They're all trying to frantically break the connection with you. No, I can handle them. I can take care of them. You just need to get over here as soon as you can. Take the car the rest of the way to the forest, and then you'll have to walk on foot the rest of the way. I will try to call you as soon as I can. Avoid Sunrise operatives. Do you understand? I said, do you understand? Okay, good. I can sense you waking up. That algorithm gave you quite the scare. Be careful, darling.